Hello, this is Robert Smigo with Europe's podcast, where we speak to the founders and innovators shaping the future of business across Europe and globally. Today, we're here live at Web Summit Vancouver, and I'm joined by David Silva, founder and CEO of CyberX Portugal, a fast-growing cybersecurity firm helping companies identify vulnerabilities and strengthen their digital defenses. David, welcome to Europe's podcast. Is this your first time in Vancouver?
Yeah, it's my first time here in Vancouver, and it's been great.
Are you from Lisbon?
Actually, I'm Brazilian, living in Portugal. I live in Porto.
In Porto?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Well, we're here in Canada. This is your first trip here. Got a good taste of the Canadian culture. What do you see the opportunities for your company and your collaboration between the European startups and the Canadian market?
Yeah, I see a lot of opportunities here in Canada, especially in cybersecurity. Here is the market maturity. I see the Canadian market very mature regarding cybersecurity. When we approach a company like health sector or critical infrastructure, we already see they're investing in cybersecurity in a proactive way. It's not like a reactive one. So when you present our services, our products, they already know what it's about. So we don't have to explain everything for them. So this is the first thing that I see. And the other one, they are really interested in explore new opportunities. So we bring and present a new product and new services. They are really open to understand what it means, what is the benefit of this product for them. So this is one of the main benefits for companies like CyberX here in Canada.
Okay. From your perspective, what makes Canada an attractive market for European tech companies, especially in cybersecurity? So let's talk a little bit about cybersecurity. You've got a background in that. So your perspective, what does that look like for Canadian companies looking at European companies like yours?
Yeah, the first one is regulation. Just like the European Union, we have a lot of regulations here in Canada. For example, in European Union, we have NIS2, GDPR, heavy regulations that applies to any kind of cybersecurity companies and other kind of companies. And here in Canada is going toward the same way. When we deliver our services, we deliver our products, we have this kind of regulations that shapes how we create our product, how we deliver the services. So we have everything that really well established when you present this for the Canadian market. So we have a lot of opportunity here.
Okay, good. Do you see a stronger economic alignment between Canada and the EU, particularly in areas like digital security, compliance, regulation? I mean, are you seeing, like, how do these things work? The technology, especially with AI coming in, it seems to be very complex. Yeah. How are you seeing that kind of working together?
As I said, we have a lot of regulations here. And when you have these implementations inside the companies, they have these rules they must follow. So we have the AI Act, like in the European Union. So how do you deliver your agents to the company? Which kind of information they're going to access? Is it complying with the personal data? How is going to deal with that? We have to be very cautious with how the AI is interacting with the personal information, any kind of information inside the companies. So, yeah.
What role do events like Web Summit Vancouver play in strengthening those transatlantic relationships? Obviously, you've been to the Web Summit Lisbon, and now you're here for the first time in Web Summit Vancouver. So how are you seeing a lot of how you guys work together? It could be cybersecurity companies, technology, AI. I mean, it's still early in the game here, but are you seeing a lot of kind of relationship building, and what's that look like?
Yeah, we've been to all Web Summits already. This is like complete the circle. So Web Summit is not just a regular event. You just walk, you see some guy, you start talking with them, and maybe this is the CTO of a huge company here, and you start talking about ransomware attacks, how they protect their companies, and what we do. And we also try to understand their problems and how we can help. So we don't have like a regular agenda. You just bump into someone and you start talking. And this is so cool because this is not a regular thing that happens in our lives. So when you go to an event, we see someone, you approach to them, and they're really open to hear your thoughts, your ideas, and what we do. So Web Summit helps us a lot to do this kind of networking.
For Canadian companies in particular, what are the advantages of working with European cybersecurity firms like CyberX Portugal? Why would a Canadian company would want to work with you?
The first one is the regulation. All the European Union companies already have this kind of regulation incorporate when they created. The second one is independence. For example, we don't have like conflict of interest in companies here in the market also. And the third one is the cost effectiveness. In Portugal, we have the most cybersecurity colleges, universities, so we can create the most advanced professionals in cybersecurity. So we can deliver the premium services here at the same cost effective in Portugal.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to wrap things up, David. Thanks for joining us today at Yours Podcast. Great insights from both Portugal, Lisbon, as well as here at Web Summit. Hope you enjoy your stay and enjoy Vancouver. Are you staying a little bit longer, or are you just going back?
Yeah, staying here until Friday.
Until Friday, yeah. Going back. Good.
I have a lot of time to...
Well, hopefully we'll be, Yours Podcast will be in Web Summit Lisbon, so hopefully we'll see you there.
Yeah, see you there. Thank you so much for having me again.
Thanks again. Cheers.
Thank you.